welcome back to the second race of the GP Simsports GTC 60s Legends cars. It's a very long title. Eventually, we're going to get into one where it makes some sense. These are 60s GTC Legends cars. So we've got Ferraris, GTs, we got Bizarrinis, we have Alfa Romeos, and a few other cars like Shelby's. Right now, we're watching air-cooled Bizarrini, and I apologize, I have not fixed the leaderboard yet. I've been busy, and I don't know if you can tell. You'll definitely tell when I start coughing, but I have been sick. Yeah, so right now they're going through practice stuff. Not sure how they're playing like a qualifier this week. A few very good drivers from last week have swapped cars out to try and aim goals. I do believe, however, Rodan is still in his Shelby and Dean is still in the GTO. Game Boy, I actually don't remember what car Game Boy is in. These cars are very slidey, and you may have seen just a few minutes ago how they were actually in sync drifting. We have, I think, two new guys joining us today. One of them being Tom Spangler. Let's see, what is that? Oh, it actually switched right to it. It is the Alfa Romeo 33 Corsa. Okay. So I believe him and Game Boy are both in this car. We have, I think, one other new person. I don't remember who it is, though. Next week, we should have my car set to a newsman, actually, so that I can stream from my totally real, legit newsman. But it also opens up the Ferrari GTO slot for another racer. So we're just gonna watch a little bit of these guys practice. Sauce pulling out the drift over the entire corner, and actually successfully pulling it off. We are 100%. Alright, hello everybody. I apologize, I don't know if you're reading chat. I was gone for a few moments there, sadly. I was interrupted a little bit. For those of you now joining, I do have a little bit of cold, so I apologize for any coughing. I'll do my best to mute my microphone. Hello to JIJ, Fortune Fishing. He is actually one of my in-person friends, so nice to see him here. You guys just watched some of the qualifying from just one perspective. Glad I was able to get back before I had to get off track, because otherwise I'd be stuck like that. We don't have great lighting in this room, so let's see if I can show you the sick merch I have on. What is that? Video capture. There we go. We got the GP Simsports shirt with the GP Simsports mug. Very cool, very nice, very good. Now we're gonna start this race here shortly. Very exciting. Gotta get off track. There's a few ways to do it. You could either jump it, which takes you to the last like 30 seconds before you jump it. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. I could either jump it, or I could do this when it gets back to the area, but as of right now I can't do it in the overall lineup. Hopefully I'll figure that out at some point. We do have two new members who are joining for this first race. It's Tom and somebody else, I don't remember. Tom is in the Alfa Romeo, I believe. I asked my Discord server if anybody wanted to join in on the stream and be co-host, but it doesn't look like anybody responded. You gotta be honest though, this car count is amazing. Alright, jumping start. Gotta get camera up and running so we can catch this start. Alright, and they are off. That start reminded me, holy moly. That start reminded me of the Mazda race. If any of you watched it at Daytona, their race 2 was incredible. Everybody just crashed directly into one another. It was nuts. Now we gotta redo this camera. Dang. What is going on? This is like watching Spec Miata. Doing donuts in the turn. Classic. Now we see Saucy way back in, what is this? 12th place. We've got Gunner in 11th with Tom Spangler. This is our new guy who just has now lost a place to 11th. I want to see a repeat of that first start, because that was hectic. It's like, lots of people on board there. We have 23 people. That's insane. Also, I'm on the board twice, which is really strange. Gunner spinning, getting off course there, did not break enough, and Tom Spangler just spinning out. Alright, we got Rodan here, way up in second place, with Quillen close behind. Who is up there? In 5th, we got Dean, looks like. Closely, not very closely actually. Right by Air Cooled in his. I am slightly partial, and I'm always rooting for Dean because he was my teammate before I swapped to doing the stream. We see Mike doing a slightly better here. It looks like he's in 7th place compared to where he was last week. We have Egbert Waxman close behind with Celsius in 9th and Sauce in 10th place. It's surprising. I wonder why Sauce is doing so poorly compared to his usual. Must not be his type of racing. Up here we have Game Boy. He's in 1st place. So Game Boy is way ahead of the pack. He's really getting used to these cars. We saw him do really good last week. He did extremely well with, I believe, first race was 3rd place, and I don't remember what he got in 2nd place, but it was 3rd, 2nd, 1st maybe. Very impressive. That Dean back there, looks like it, with air cool in front of him. Dean tends to send it into these corners quite a bit, actually. You see the tire smoking a lot. Same with air cooled, it's just not quite the same severity. Just passing Mike Curry, 8th place. Looks like he's just casual battle here. 9th place. Celsius heading into that corner. Have that same dire need to do well on the first corner. The first corner can be recovered from and is not so big to it. Mike had a little bit of a spin out there. He saved it though. So had a somewhat secure line afterwards. Switch back around to Nick here. Although he is really sliding at these corners, I just need to really quick on that flow coming out. But he catches momentum a little better. He looks like he's going for a pass on Nick. Going on to the inside, but it looks like Nick is not holding up the inside of that turn, but Mike had this break. He's too worried about getting hit by Nick. He didn't seem to notice he was there. Mike going to the outside, didn't set it, gets rid of it, now he's going to go. Mike is very adamant about getting this really taking all the space he can and passing on the inside, sending into the corner, sending Nicholas off the track, and Mike still there, taking the 8th place. Nick, most likely, will not recover, but you can do that. Looks like Sauce is really advancing, 6th place now. Good for him. Race Brick in 5th place. Looks like that's Dean back up there in 4th. So some Dean in the lights. Airpool in 3rd. I don't know who we have in 2nd. Looks like it's Rodan in 2nd. And we still have Game Boy way out in front in 1st place. Sauce is getting close to passing Race Brick. Let's see if we can do it. Whoa! A little bump to Racebrick there. Racebrick went to the inside and really took that nicely. But Sauce is able to pass him on the inside, but he sent into that corner not taking into account how poorly these cars brake. Looks like he was able to pull off that slight skid there. He was able to pull off that turn in front of Racebrick. Leaving Racebrick in 6th. Trying desperately, as you can see by that little bit of a spin out of a turn there, trying to catch it back up to Sauce and regain that position. Sauce keeping that strategy of really sending these corners. You can see him start just sliding as he turns, trying to catch up to Dean and Airpool because he really wants to get up these positions, and we see Dean also up there pushing on Airpool, trying to get in front. I'm watching the count right now. If anybody has guesses of who they think is going to win, let me know. For a quick reminder, Game Boy is in 1st, Rodan is in 2nd, Airpool's in 3rd, Dean is in 4th, Sauce is in 5th, and Racebrick is in 6th. Who do you think is going to win out of those? I will also remind you of the stream delay, so my response Again, Sauce braking a little bit later than Dean and Airpool, not quite sending it in the corner. Definitely being more risky with it. It looks like he's pulling off. You see it right up close to Dean. You see Rodan way up there, and that only makes me wonder how exponentially large that gap is between Rodan and Airpool. Earlier than Rodan as usual. It looks like that GTO just needed that braking early. I'm not sure if it's actually braking later. But Rodan is passing Dean on the inside of the corner. We have a new standing with Racebrick in 6th place, trying desperately to catch up. Dean in 5th, not liking that he's lost that position. Sauce no longer in 4th, just taking 3rd place, taking 2 places. Corners, it's impressive. Dean taking back 4th places, passing Airpool for 184 laps. Now we have Racebrick in 6th, Airpool in 5th. A little bit shaken up by losing that position, you can see by his lack of line organization there. We have Dean in 4th, really wanting 3rd place right now. And Sauce in 3rd place. Passing and passing and passing. And we still have Game Boy in 1st and Rodan in 2nd. Sauce looks like his line is superior, being able to brake later in his TVR. Dean misinterpreted that as brake harder, and he pulled off a drift that entire corner. These cars are fun because you can drift them if you really want to, and you can drift them just completely by accident, just trying to brake in a corner. This seems to be where the action's at. Although Sauce is really pulling away from that group. Rodan up here in second place. Look at the entire straight away. Which is a similar distance between Rodan and whoever's in third place, which is who's in now. Right, Sauce. I wonder if Sauce is going to be able to catch up to Rodan. He might be able to. Drifting around corner 2. Is that? Oh, I thought Race Break was fourth place there for a second. Looks like it's my head. Here we see Racer. Now, we're back to 6th place. Still not doing too terribly bad for himself. Ian pulling off another drift into the corner out of the straightaway. These cars do more power slide than they do drift. Also a lone driver. Oh, actually no, he has Mike behind him still. Mike in 9th place looks like he lost position. He doesn't look like he wants to give it up. It looks like he wants 8th back. Here we see the new guy, Tom Spangler, holding off 11th position from Gunner. As you see Gunner really losing traction out of each of these corners. He keeps catching it, so that's good, but I don't think he's going to be able to catch Tom here. Let's move on to the leading pack for the end of race number 1. We're going to follow Dean here, who's in 4th position with air-cooled and race brake close behind. Here is Game Boy in 1st place. So far ahead of Rodan, very far ahead of Sauce, but it looks like Sauce is actually catching up to Rodan. I wonder if he's going to be able to do that in this final lap. As you can see, the order of these cars. Here we have Rodan in 2nd place. Sauce catching up. And here's Sauce. Oh no! He sent it in that corner and pulled off. That was amazing. I was really thinking he was just going to spin out, but he pulled that off. He really wants to get 2nd place here. We should just change the name of this to just drifting. Like, this is more drifting than it is racing at this point. And most of it isn't on purpose. Dean in 4th here, Racebrick in 5th. Air cooled looks like coming after him. He's way back there in 6th. Cutting into dirt there a little bit, trying to catch up there. Dean is always a fun driver to watch because he has some pretty intense battles with other drivers. Racebrick actually being able to pass him on the inside there. Both on Team Ferrari. Dean did not like that. Smoke everywhere going into that hairpin. Not a hairpin. Looks like Racebrick has gone off the track there to try to gain some extra momentum. What was that? I actually have no clue what that was. I don't know if Dean got 5th or Racebrick got 5th or 4th. I genuinely don't know. That's impressive. That was really close. Wow. Alright, so looks like Dean did get 5th and Racebrick was able to pull off 4th. Just barely. By 0.03 seconds. And it felt a lot closer than that though. So we have Game Boy in 1st place, Rodan in 2nd place, Sauce in 3rd place, and Racebrick in 4th place, of course. Dean in 5th. Air Cooled in 6th, Egbert Waxman in 7th. I believe that's just Colin. Selly Zuz, I don't know how to pronounce that. We're just gonna call him Selly. Selly in 8th place, Mike in 9th, and Nicholas Prezi in 10th. Tom Spangler in 11th, Gunner in 12th, Moto in 13th, Drillin in 14th, and the last two do not matter. That was definitely a close race. It's hard to keep tabs on all these drivers, especially as you get more each time. But alright, here we are for race number 2. I'm all the way in the back, so I'm going to catch this start as best as I can and get off the track as soon as possible. Do not want them running in the back of me, and I do not want to lose the race. As you can see, the entire field is switched up now, leaving the DNF still in the back. We have Melton in 1st, Nicholas in 2nd, Mike starting in 3rd, Zoe starting 4th, Colin starting 5th, Air starting 6th, Dean starting 7th, Racebrick starting 8th, Sauce starting 9th, Rodan starting 10th, Game Boy starting 11th, Tom starting 12th, Gunner starting 13th, Willen starting 14th, and me starting last and not racing. And they are off. A couple cars just going straight off the edge. Immediate yellow flag. You see some of the faster ones in the back here trying to just get through a mob of slower cars. Trying to be first before the faster pedals. Bike actually completely ran into Nicholas off the track. I know what that feels like. That is extremely frustrating. The slower guys are just starting out and they get bumped off the track. And that race is really because you're not getting back up there. No longer going to be really close. As now we have Sauce making it to second place. So desperately coveted in this last race. Colin wanting that back. This is to give up second place very well. And Colin takes it with a little bit of sliding. Colin is inside advantage of this next corner. Looks like he's gonna. Oh, is he? Looks like he has taken second place. Is able to get slide in front into the next inside and knock it back. Oh! Colin has spun out, trying his best to prevent Sauce from getting in front. He has spun out 3 different people, 2 of which got back on track, 1 of which just now got back on track, placing him way back in 7th, and I'm not sure that Colin could have done that. But Sauce is just eating away at the second, trying to get up to Sally. I think he's going to be able to. Grand display of smoke as Sally goes into that final corner, or second final corner. And our first lap is done for our leaders. Now back to the race break, really close behind them. The racing is always more interesting than you had, but they haven't quite dissipated to the end, but they're also not so far apart in first place. They're all fighting for the chance to go over second. Drillin has a slight pass on Racebreak. It looks like Racebreak's going to be able to pull out in front of him going straight. Maybe not. Drillin does have the inside of this corner. Dillow's able to pull it off with a better line than Racebreak was. Racebreak does have a slight advantage here, although his line was cut off by Dillon just a moment before. Back to Moto. Looks like Moto is in ninth place with Tom close behind and 2 other drivers. Tom is doing quite well for his first time in the Senna Corsa Racing League. He has been practicing quite a bit in single player from what he's told us, and he said that he feels like he's ready for online sim racing, so he's finally joining us, and these are not easy cars to start off with, so go easy on the guy. He's starting off from a point of 0 online experience and starting with some pretty difficult cars. There was definitely someone spinning out back there. I do not know who that was. Looks like Dylan and Racebreak are still in the battle for 6th place. Just kind of passing it back and forth, but in and out of corners. It looks like Dylan's going to be able to end up pulling this away right now. Racebreak will have a little entry drift. Definitely slowed him down, but it looks cool. Was not the goal. This guy probably has some pretty warm tires. Up there we got Game Boy in 5th, we got Dean in 4th. Camera breaking last, and we got 5th. Spectator, very functional. Another little power slide drift in race. Dylan is really pulling away from Racebreak right now. We have Rodan up here. Actually up here, just kind of expecting him to be in a good spot. And of course, yes, he is. He is in 2nd place. Right behind Salt. Made it to 1st. This might be a mistake in my camera method. We have Selly in 3rd place. Dean in 4th place, Game Boy in 5th place, Dylan back in 6th. Alright, I gotta fix my camera. Now we have Selly up here. These 3 guys are always very fun to watch, usually grouped around Dean. Dean does not like to give us spots, and he also likes to take spots. So that's racing. He's good at having these little race battles. Definitely some impressive driving around. Both, wow. Yo, Dean going off into the grass over there. That was not planned. But it slowed him down a little bit. I don't know if Game Boy's going to be able to take the inside line and get ahead of him or not. Looks like Dean was able to hold him off there for now. So that was impressive. Just caught it right at the end of it. Here we're gonna follow Dean for a little bit. Dylan trying to catch up to him. Dean not supposed to have to worry about it. Just worry about catching up to the game over there. Pretty decent spread out. Which is not normal. A little bit of a drift there. definitely on there. It's like Game Boy working his way back up to Philly up there. And be able to pass the music. That was an easy job to get back up to that really. You can also watch these cars from their respective camera views, not in drone mode. So you can see their glove or that mirror up top, which is very interesting. When you look at them from their in-car perspective. Yes, we can. So we have a dashboard view from Dean right now. A little bit of sliding there. Dylan in his rear mirror. Coming up close, a little too close. For those of you joining and don't know what this is the Grand Prix Simsports Legend Series. We have Ferrari GTOs, we have Disney, we have Alphas, we have PBRs. Right now we're watching from Dean's perspective, with Ferrari GTO from the dashboard. See that red arrow at the bottom. Drillman is getting really close to him. Dean is not like that. He's cutting the corner a little bit over the apex, just trying to keep his position, not let Drillman get underneath him. Because that's how you win. Hood camera here. Whoa, spinning a little bit. Are we gonna spin or he throttled right out of it? Good for him. Yeah, we'll keep it up. Going fast a little bit. That's okay. As long as he's able to keep his car under control. Oh, Selly lost position to Game Boy and spun out. That was incredible. Selly spun out because he lost his Game Boy and he was trying really hard to catch it back up and fail. It happens to the best of us and the worst of us. And when I say that, I mean me. Whenever I get past, I tend to kind of forget how the car handles, and I just focus on getting that position back, doing things like driving off the track into a wall, or spinning out, or etc. So that leaves our position with Silly in 7th, Racebrick in 6th. Finally catching back up to Dylan. Hopefully he'll get that race back. Dylan in 5th, Dean in 4th, Game Boy back up there in 3rd, Rodan in 2nd, and Sauce in 1st. Very impressive lineup here. Minute left on the clock. Usually means that we'll have about one more lap after this. Dylan did a little bit of a power slide off the track there, catching it and coming back on. Actually, real point here as he tries to catch up to Dean. Oh! And that's why we call it Grand Prix Simsports. Because that's a high ping. And he just disconnected and reconnected, and you saw how that glitched out for him and all that. Yep. Ginormous ping Simsports. Alright. They are ascending upon their final lap. Number 55 will he be able to catch up to Will he get I don't think so, but I would sure love to see that. Here we see Game Boy in third place. Rodan up there in second. Is that Sauce or is that Gunner? That's just Gunner. Nothing wrong with that. I love that. Quite a few times. Here's Rodan. Here's Sauce in first place with no opposition in sight. You can see at the bottom left here the map that he is so far away from second place. It is incredible. Oh, Dean and Villain having a crazy battle here. Oh! Both of them, a little bump and both of them off the track. Dean pulling off that drift a little bit better. Coming back on the track, losing no positions, but losing an opponent. Very impressive. It is always fun to watch this little middle pack here when this race ends. It is always impressive. Final lap. Oh, somebody way back there in 8th place just drove directly off the track. And here they come. Dean, 4th place. Racebrick, 5th. Cell, 6th. And Drillin in 7th. Game Boy came in 4th. Sauce in 3rd. Racebrick in... Wait, that does not make sense. That's wrong. That's wrong. There's always a little bit of mix-up as people leave and go back into pits or something like that. Sauce 100% got 1st. D 100% got 4th. That's about all I can remember off the top of my head. Nick finished. Good for him. Game Boy doing donuts. Mike doing something else. Getting... Oh! Poor Game Boy getting punted around as he tries to do donuts. Always a fun time here at the end of this race. Alright. 4 race to the standings are: 1st place, Sauce. 2nd place, Rodan. 3rd place, Game Boy. 4th place, Dean. 5th place, Racebrick. 6th place, Silly. 7th place, Drillin. 8th place was Nicholas. 9th was Mike. 10th is Colin, who is Egbert Waxman. 11th is Moto. 12th is Air Cooled. 13th is Thomas Fangler. 14th is Gunner. Tom still doing fairly well for just coming in this week. So, once again, we do these races weekly. Very excited for this upcoming race. This is a very good series. Hopefully, I'll actually have time to improve, number one, this current scene you're seeing with the image slideshow, because it's pretty bad. hopefully we will be able to improve the leaderboard and the actual drone footage. We might even have a co-presenter next week, which would be very interesting. Um, Hopefully the stream was a little bit better than last week, even though I'm a little sick right now. Hopefully you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next week for race 3